After creating the perfect morning routine, I realized my evenings were still a mess. So I asked Aya, what's the perfect nighttime routine? I tested it, adjusted it, and now I have the complete combo. And the first step to having a perfect nighttime routine is switching to slowdown mode. 8:15. We begin by turning off all screens in our routine, including the phone, computer, and television. This disrupts our habit of watching something before bed, though television isn't as bad as the phone. The phone is always in your face, but it's just an artificial screen with artificial light. I admit I struggle with this, especially since I work in video editing and content creation. So for me, it's always been hard to do this. Because man, it would be midnight and I'd still be glued to the computer editing videos, and even though I knew this, I always knew. But man, since the 2020 pandemic, I don't think I've had a single day without looking at a screen, let alone a night. If anyone says my setup is messy, you'll have to deal with me because it's real. My setup is messy, I film it that way, and that's just how it is. Am I supposed to be someone else? Oh, I'm going to record here, I'm going to tidy up, I'm going to organize everything. You guys need to understand that you're not that important to me, so I don't need to keep it tidy, you know? And there's even a Harvard study that says if you use a screen before you sleep, it can delay your sleep by up to 90 minutes. You're going to be tossing and turning in bed saying, oh, do I have trouble sleeping? Do I have a sleep problem? Your problem is right here. Let's be honest, your problem is right here. So basically, the first step is to come here and get rid of all the screens. I'm going to turn off my computer and set my phone on fire. Obviously, I'm not really going to do that. So from 8:15 post Meridium on, no Instagram, no TikTok, no YouTube, unless you're going to watch my channel, of course. And the second step is basically to have a light dinner. That's going to be a problem for me. A lot of people might think I'm joking, but I'm the kind of guy who needs a bigger plate to have dinner, otherwise I'll go hungry. This is a regular person's plate and this one is mine. Obviously, there's not much of a difference either. I may have exaggerated, but I need a special plate, otherwise the food falls off or piles up like an Egyptian pyramid. When food isn't hot, you have to microwave it for 10 minutes, which isn't great. But since I want a light dinner, I'll choose the smaller portion. That's basically because heavy foods with a lot of fat and sugar end up making digestion harder and increase your body temperature. So bro, that ends up messing with your sleep because nighttime is when your body needs to rest, and if you eat a lot, bro, a lot of fat, a lot of sugar, your body will be working all night, bro. You wake up tired because your body kept working instead of resting, like little guys hammering inside your pancreas, for example. Of course, it's not literally like that. It's just a representation, so here we have 4 pots. I was wondering if I should eat a bread roll or something, but I decided to have dinner, which is a real meal, right? You get your nutrients, but honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to pretend I know what I'm doing. And here we have chicken, rice, potatoes, and beans, which I definitely made myself, guys. You shouldn't even doubt that. And honestly, I took a small portion. I think it was about 1/4 of what I would actually take. It's good too. We'll eat, avoid waking up hungry, and our bodies can rest at night. I work 8 hours a day, then my body works another 8 while I sleep. What's the benefit? I'm putting it in the microwave now. The good thing is that with 30 seconds, you can already heat up your plate, right? I usually make huge plates that I have to put in for about 3.5 minutes, and that's not even a joke. While dinner is getting ready, what you can do is, I don't know, give a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a creative comment. This was just the last straw that made the guy go to therapy. Honestly, I started therapy because of Corinthians. Shout out to Lucas. If you want to be in the next video and get a shout out, leave the most creative comment about this video. Also, I won't drink anything, not even water or soda. There's a study where people say that if you don't drink anything while you eat, it's healthier. You know, you don't gain weight. Is there something like that too? I'm not going to be the guy to confirm this news. After all, I haven't studied anything in my life. The only thing I've studied is EPTT. Marcos, are you saying I trained Fofo on purpose? What a good life. Many people already do light workouts daily, right? He says that light exercises at night like stretching, yoga, or low-intensity training help reduce stress. And with that, it helps release endorphins, which all helps with relaxation. To sleep better, do a light workout instead of a high-intensity one, since intense exercise releases cortisol, which can hurt your sleep. So what should I do here? I'm not going to the gym just to work out for 10 minutes and leave. I already do that every day. Instead, I'll use my push-up equipment at home and share the link in the description for anyone interested. I'm going to do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 50 jump ropes, and I'll keep going. Then when I feel a bit tired, I'll stop. Because the goal isn't to do a heavy workout, but a light one, just like yours. Got it, you dummy? And remember, this workout isn't for building muscle or burning calories, it's for you to relax at the end of the day. And I admit, for me it worked really well. I said it was going to be a light workout, but I think I overdid it. You know that feeling when you know you're about to start sweating? That's where I'm at, and I think this is the moment to stop. And now comes the best part of the day, or actually the best part of the night, which is taking a shower. And what about ChatGPT? It broke a myth I had in my head, because for me, cold showers were the best and hot showers were bad for you. I did that challenge of taking cold showers and kept taking cold showers. Up until now though, I think I'm going to stop. I'm not going to stop stop taking cold showers. I'll keep taking cold showers in the morning since chat.pt. He says that at night, the best shower is a warm one, not a hot one. Not that scalding shower that leaves you red, but a cold shower isn't a good option either since a warm shower. It lowers your body temperature when you get out of the shower, and that makes your body understand that it's time to sleep. There's even a study that says if you take a shower an hour before going to bed, it speeds up the onset of your sleep by 10 minutes. It's just that thing, right, man? A cold shower. Hey, stop looking at my armpit, guys, please, man. I'm asking you, please, man. So that thing, the cold shower I mentioned in the videos, made it seem like everyone was taking cold showers, commenting, talking about it. Marv, I'm taking cold showers. Thanks to you, this is good and has positives, but if you take it before sleep, it wakes you up instead of helping you sleep. Thank you, artificial intelligence. I'm going to stick to taking a cold shower in the morning to wake up and a warm shower at night to relax. And the weirdest thing about all this is that video after video, I still take a shower and keep recording myself. I don't know if this is going to stop anytime soon, but at least it's the first time I'm going to record a video here on the channel. Me taking a good shower, it's always a cold shower, and I'm here shivering and listen to that nice sound of the little motor heating up the water. Oh, but it came out cold. I forgot that the water comes out cold and then starts to heat up, so I turned off the light to really be able to relax, and I really missed having a hot shower. Cold showers have benefits, but nothing beats a hot shower to relax at the end of the day. The main thing is to shower, right? I can smell you from afar. Things aren't good here, seriously. Interestingly, the EPT chat usually suggests a quick cold shower for the morning routine, but this time it recommended a shower lasting up to 20 minutes. Bro, I think it's because this shower is more for you to relax and think about the things from your day. Obviously, I'm not in favor of staying too long in the shower, also so you don't waste too much water, but it really is very relaxing, bro. If you get to the end of the day, take a warmer shower, just thinking about things like about Corinthians, Derival, now he's coming in, right? So, there's a lot for you to think about in the shower, but remember, it's not really good, right? The shower isn't therapy. Actually, I made a video talking about therapy. No, I need to stop. The guys are calling me marketing, man. Every chance I get, I do marketing, but there's no way around it. But I made a video. It's about 90 days doing therapy. I know you'll go check it out. It's cool, right? And the next step to have a perfect nighttime routine is skincare. MARCOS. But what's that? That's not just a girl thing, guys. I'm here to update the lingo. There's no such thing as skincare anymore. Now it's called freshening up your face. All right, that's how we talk here. So it's time for us to freshen up our faces and the benefit of that, right? Besides benefiting your skin, especially your face, having a self-care routine helps you improve and take care of yourself. ChatGPT says it's also calming. Having a routine and practicing self-care lets you go to bed feeling calm, knowing you took care of yourself instead of feeling anxious about neglecting your well-being. And the chat says that this helps your brain switch to shutdown mode, So it's all about calming your brain down so you can lie in bed and sleep and not keep tossing and turning. Not the brain itself, right, guys? Because if the brain leaves, man, we're dead. And I'm here for all the men who don't understand anything. Relax. I have a girlfriend and she taught me a lot. Basically, the product I use to wash my face is this one here. I'll leave the link in the description, but basically it's a facial soap and I recommend it. See, guys, my face gets a lot better. Sometimes I forget, but with this perfect nighttime routine, I can. So be smart. Use a towel just for your face. This towel hasn't touched my butt, you know what I mean. Just squeeze out a drop, spread and rub it in. People will screenshot this and comment, there he goes. I know how you think at 10, but that's really how it is. Washing my face, guys, I feel less manly, but it's a necessity, right, guys? After all, in the morning, I like to put cream cheese on my eggs to make them really creamy. Now you can comment, there he goes, it's allowed. After washing, just come here to dry off. So, while we enjoyed a hot, relaxing shower, we also washed our face and took care of ourselves. There came a moment when I admit I always judged people who did this. Basically, the next step to having a perfect nighttime routine for the EPT chat is planning and gratitude EPT chat. He told me to write down 3 things I'm going to do the next day. According to him, planning the next day's things helps reduce anxiety and also prevents those racing thoughts before you go to sleep. He also told me to write 3 things I'm grateful for, like having the shape check. Check. Being handsome, check, and using Max 10 CANALMARVIN on Max Titanium, check the EPT chat. He says that practicing gratitude activates areas of the brain related to well-being and also reduces some symptoms of insomnia and stress, so practicing gratitude. It's not really about like, oh, I'm grateful, I don't know, for my daily bread, right? It's not specifically about that, but it's about the act of practicing gratitude that in your brain will make you feel more at peace. And planning your day the night before is really good because you start to see the priority of each thing in relation to gratitude. I am very grateful that Yuri Alberto exists. I'm here with my notebook after writing, so tomorrow basically what did I write? Wash a shirt. Basically I have a shirt here that I need to wear tomorrow and I have to wash it, so I have to wake up, wash it and hang it up to dry. Edit video and also record an unboxing, which I need to do before 11 in the morning. There are a few other things, but since the EPT chat said to write only 3, I'm sticking to 3. I strictly follow the EPT chat routine. I love this cable. Now finally, it's the cute moment in the CANALMARVIN video, where I talk about my gratitude here working with what I love. Man, I'm really happy working here with YouTube, video editing, filming. Everything I do nowadays is related to the area I like, so I think it's something we have to know to be grateful for. Having health is something a lot of people might look at and say, man, that's nothing, but man, having health is something that, like, you know? We wear a crown only the sick can see. We don't notice it until we're ill. There's a phrase I like, yeah, this is the video's cute moment, but it's more than just jokes.
Tem uma frase, mano, que eu acho que é muito real.
So, like, we have a lot of problems until we have a health problem, then we only have one problem, you know? So that's it, man. Having health, I think, is a privilege that everyone has. And the last thing I'm grateful for is having real people around me. Man, that's really good because, man, there were times in my life when I used to keep some people around that made me feel, where are they taking me? I used to feel kind of lost, you know? I didn't really have a life goal. And it's cool nowadays, I know that, like, man. Knowing I'm nurturing my relationships, friends, family, and surrounding myself with genuine people who encourage me to improve is what matters. That was a wholesome moment from CANALMARVIN. And the next step for us to have a perfect nighttime routine is to read a book. Because it relaxes the brain, reduces mental activity, and since it's not a screen, it won't be stimulating the visual cortex. Since we'll be reading a book, we won't have that colorful artificial screen light. Books are better and help us transition to sleep. A study found reading a book can reduce stress by up to 68%. I've discussed reading in several channel videos and highlighted this book, Nothing Can Hurt Me by David Goggins. And you can see that I really haven't managed to create the habit of reading yet because I still haven't finished it. I admit it's been hard. I know a lot of people probably watch the video and say, wow, Marvin reads books and all that and compare themselves, but that's it, guys. The internet is fake because in the video here I have the perfect nighttime routine reading and all, but in real life it's not like that. But I'm going to read a bit here. I don't know if it's reading that makes me sleepy or if I just got sleepy because I don't like reading. Well, that's the question. Could you see if reading a book really helped with this transition? To sleep, I'm already really sleepy, and it's weird because the last 2 nights I didn't sleep well. But I wasn't going to sleep early, man. I was going to sleep around 2 in the morning or so. So my body was used to feeling sleepy. At that time, so it would be 10 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, I didn't feel sleepy, but now I'm feeling insanely sleepy, man. The next to last step for us to sleep peacefully is breathing. In the morning routine, he focused a lot on breathing and meditation, and during meditation we think about what to do during the day, what to improve, what to be thankful for. But this one will be much more focused on breathing. Basically, there's a type of breathing you do that activates the parasympathetic nervous system where it lowers your heart rate and calms your mind, and it's really ideal for people who have insomnia, anxiety, and all that stuff in life. Basically, the breathing goes like this. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7, and exhale for 8 seconds, and you repeat this several times. So let's do it. I've got a stopwatch to make it more visual so you can understand, but look. I don't know if you guys got it, man. I don't know if you managed to get the idea, but this breathing, I think it can be very psychological. But damn, now I got really sleepy, man. It's not even sleep, but it made me relax, you know? It's something I've never done in my life. I knew about this type of breathing, but I used to do it more sometimes when I was anxious, you know? Like when I was kind of desperate, I would do it, but now before sleeping, I've never done it. But let's see how it goes. And it really seems like this breathing works because I felt my body getting calmer. What ruined it was this fart I let out in the room, man. The smell went all the way into my lungs. It's crazy. Because while I'm here taking care of my sleep routine, you know, trying to be better, you're watching this video at 2 in the morning, messing up your whole sleep, and you're still going to school in a bit? Man. What kind of life is this, bro? What kind of life is this? I had a really bad headache, especially when I was working out. The headache was strong, man, because like I said, I haven't been sleeping well these last few days. And today I spent a lot of time on the computer, on the PC screen, and then I got a killer headache, man. And now, well, I don't have a headache anymore. I didn't take any medicine, but I'm good. And after we did this routine, the perfect nighttime routine, my God, apparently it really works to make me sleepy and tired. I'm sure that now I'm going to lie down and sleep, and it's crazy because yesterday I went to sleep, man, I swear to you, I think it was 3 or 4 in the morning, so I shouldn't be feeling sleepy at this time, but I'm really sleepy, and this thing of making me sleepy really worked. The thing is, we'll see tomorrow when I wake up if I really rested and woke up feeling good, because it's no use having a perfect, good, easy nighttime routine if I wake up the next day still tired. One thing I noticed in this challenge is that he didn't tell me to tidy up the room. In the perfect morning routine, EPT's T he did, but not in the nighttime routine. Maybe it's unrelated, but I didn't ask him. In my mind, the idea is that if you tidy up your room at night, it's going to make you much more tired. You'll have to put in more physical effort. Now in the morning when you tidy up, it probably gives you that boost of productivity, right? I'm not sure, but it's odd he only tells me to tidy my room in the morning, not at night before I sleep. Also, what about the EPTT? He always tells me to go to bed at the same time, but that's hard since I sometimes have work. Still, he insists going to bed at the same time every day is important. If I go to bed at 10:30 every day, I'll be more productive and my body will rest at the right time. I turned off all the lights, now only the camera light is on, and I turned on the fan. At the very least, guys, if there's a better feeling than this, I don't know, stop looking at my armpit, please, man. I think the only feeling better than this is seeing Hugo Souza saving a penalty in the final of this year's Paulista Championship. That's it, guys. Now I'm going to dim this light that's been giving me a headache all day. Look how cool. Sorry about that. And like every good YouTuber, I was just going to pretend to sleep and turn off the camera, but I think I was so tired that I actually fell asleep. I stayed there sleeping for 9 minutes until I woke up. Are you crazy? I knew I wouldn't really sleep since I planned to turn off the camera, but I actually fell asleep. This thing has been recording me sleeping for 9 minutes. It really works. Now I'm going to sleep for real. Good night. So I woke up and something weird happened. I've always been the kind of guy who needed hundreds of alarms to wake up. No, I just didn't set an alarm yesterday because I wanted to see when I'd wake up and if I'd feel rested or wake up early. And I woke up a little after 7 feeling fine, not sleepy at all, and rested. Man, I think the feeling I have right now is like my body was regenerated, Sometimes I wake up more tired than when I went to sleep, but it feels like last night actually helped. But honestly, it's something that really worked. I think it worked a lot because it made me really sleepy, and also, man, I was able to rest straight through. I didn't wake up at all during the night. I just went to sleep at that time and woke up, so it's something that really worked. Man, it's really cool to see the day like this and actually feel rested, You know what I mean? But it's chilly here, so I'm closing the window. Now the question is if it was really worth it. Try it out, bro.